So, Vicki, this little tray was a wedding gift from one of my best friends in high school.
That's nice.
Married.
Silver was really popular when you were getting married, wasn't it?
Oh,
I remember
very.
seeing those pictures and just tables piled full of it.
Yeah, we got lots of silver wedding presents.
Oh, that's nice. I hadn't noticed that groove in there before.
That helps the plate to stand up. These little salt and peppers were another wedding present. There are two of them.
That's very nice. Well, you have a lot of the gold trim on your...
Well, the dishes, the good dishes that Dad and I picked out. When we got married, you picked out good china and everyday china.
Right.
And the good dishes we picked out were a Lenox pattern that's this eggshell.
I remember that, and it has gold rim around the outside, right? Yeah. So
With the, the gold trim. So these went with our good dishes. This is a little wine decanter.
Oh.
And there are 6 little glasses that go with it that belong to Grandma and Grandpa Wheeler. This has what they call a teardrop design in the bottom of the little glasses.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's a teardrop, also a
Sure.
teardrop in
the stopper.
The little stopper.
I wonder if, might this be for sherry? Because the
Sure.
glasses are so small, and this doesn't hold a lot of wine.
No, this would be for an after-dinner drink of some kind. It could be sherry, or it could be Drambuie, or any of those after-dinner wines that you drink just a little bit
Just a
of.
little bit of.
Those were in the drinking days.
Yes.
On this side, these were Grandma Wheeler's
Oh, these are
good
gorgeous.
crystal.
I might have to do a close-up of these later.
Somehow one got broken, so I only have 7.
Hmm.
But those were the good glasses that she used if she had special company or on Thanksgiving Day or Christmas.
And those were some that she got for her wedding, or?
I'm not sure whether she got them for a wedding or whether Grandpa bought them for her at some point. I think when she and Grandpa were married, they didn't give a lot of big wedding presents. I don't know, Becky. I don't know. I would guess that they bought those sometime after they were married. This is another wedding gift. It's a sterling plate.
And as we discovered at lunch, sterling means it's 92.5% silver. It's very nice. Do you spend much time polishing these?
No. But they
look good.
need to keep them polished. I think keeping them enclosed helps. And they have a polish now that retards tarnishing. So they polish with that really helps. Let's see.
You've got some pieces on the bottom that we haven't looked at.
Okay. Well, this too was a wedding gift. It has little feet on it. It would be a vegetable, used for vegetable or mashed potatoes or a salad or something. When people had company, when Dan and I were first married, you used silver dishes were used for serving. But things are much simpler today. I almost never use this. So just for show.
Well, it makes a nice show. I seem to remember something like that. There isn't a piece that sits on top that's for dip, is there? Or did you have something else that was kind of like a chip and dip?
I have something else that's a chip and dip, and it's not silver. Okay. These are really special. These were a wedding gift from...
They're very heavy.
And they're sterling. From Jean Galloway at the time.
Huh.
And they are ones that she bought with her own money when she was working.
That is special. They're very beautiful. This one's a little dinged up.
Well, we'll have to send that and have it straightened before we pass it on to somebody.
Well, I think that just gives a character.
This is a sterling vegetable dish. It's a wedding present.
Can you see yourself?
And somewhere put away in one of the sterling bags there is a gravy boat on a little tray that goes with it. It's the same pattern.
I guess with silver you didn't really need to match patterns at all.
No, they did, but you didn't have to. But anyway, the gravy boat goes with it. Okay, this.
It was first prize at the tennis tournament.
Certainly looks like it, doesn't it? picture
That's great.
that your Grandma Wheeler bought in her later years.
That's very handsome. See yourself in several different ways.
And that was to use pour water when you wanted to be very fancy.
It's very nice.
The silver tray, I think I won't take out. That was, also came from Grandma Wheeler, and I think that was a tray that Grandpa probably got as a gift at a bank outing or something. It's silver, but it's beginning to tarnish. It's, and it's, probably was part of a coffee service at one time, which I don't have.
It's pretty ornate, intricately carved.
These candelabras, candle holders, those were some that belonged to Grandma Wheeler.
Oh, that's really pretty. They've got a 3 rose pattern on the bottom.
I think that's called a damask rose pattern. Let's see if I can find it in here. No, it's not. What it's called? Camille.
Camille. And I see you've got your little trick of putting little napkins in there to hold the candles more firmly.
Yes. Okay, if your candles are too big, just cut circles of paper napkin. Put them in and then hook your candle in and it will stay standing up straight.
I've tried that.
Does it work?
It works fine.
And the green glasses belong to Grandma Wheeler.
Those are very beautiful.
Yes, they are.
Now she likes
Agree.
cranberry and the green.
And somewhere in, out in the kitchen, there are also green plates and green sherbet glasses that go with this.
I think I remember those.
And Sue has asked that these be hers when I'm not around anymore. And I've ever told you the story about how I happened to get these?
No.
Well, after Grandpa died, and Grandma was moving into an apartment, she wasn't gonna be able to keep all the things that she had in her house. So she asked if I would come up for a couple of days, and she had sorted out the things that she was gonna take with her that she could use, and then Betty and I were to divide up the other things. So she had things all laid out on the dining room table, and she had all decided in her mind kind of who was gonna have what. And we came to the green glasses, and she said, "Now, Patty, those should go to Betty." She said, "You're too careless." She said, you'll just break them." So I think Betty should have those. And Betty said to her mother, "I already have green glasses. I don't need another set of green glasses. Why don't you go sit in the sun porch and Patty and I will decide who's gonna get what." So I have the green glasses.
And not a one has been broken, I see.
Not a one has been broken, but probably because I was warned. One of the little sherbet glasses got broken when a friend was helping me do dishes after I had a party one night. But that's glued back together and you never know. But I never broke any of them, yet.
Wow.
Who knows what will happen in the future?
I wouldn't think you would. Now, do you want to do any of the ones on top?
Sure. Do you want to?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm going to let you reach because you're taller.
Okay. These are a pair of road runners that were given to Grandma Wheeler by a cousin of mine who now lives in Arizona. Toward the end of, well, as Grandma and Grandpa got older, they would once in a while go to Arizona for a little vacation, maybe for a couple of weeks, because Grandpa loved to ride horses. And my mother loved the Roadrunner birds. So one year for Christmas, Lois, one of my cousins, gave her these. And my sister never liked them, so when Mother was gone, she said I could have them.
Okay, let's try something. Let's extend these towards the camera. See if the camera focuses on them.
Okay.
Can the camera see these?
Well,
We'll find out.
we'll find out.
Okay.
Okay. This is a piece of Steuben glass, which is a very
Oh, I've heard a lot.
lovely, expensive glass, where Grandma Galloway gave me one of these when I was confirmed. After Dad and I had been married a few years, I was confirmed in the Catholic Church, which I never hadn't happened before, actually. And then a birthday sometime later, she gave me the mate to this, which is in the other room.
Now, what would you use that for?
Oh, it's beautiful with flowers. It just arranges so beautifully because the stem, you know, the little hole where you put the stems is rather narrow. And it just naturally, the flowers just naturally drape, not drape, lean, whatever. Anyway, it's very, it makes a lovely bowl for flowers. And I don't use it very often because it's very, very
Precious.
precious, yes. This is a Steuben glass pitcher.
They're very simple. I expected more, I don't know, I guess elaborate kind of cut crystal stuff. I'd never seen a Steuben before, but I've read about them.
Well, if you look at it in the light, it reflects the light just beautifully, and when it's really polished, this needs a little dusting. And it's heavy, feeling it.
Oh, my. Yeah, it really is.
And that belonged to Grandma Galloway, that she left me.
It'd be really pretty with some kind of colored juice in it.
And that's, I don't use that very much. I think that's about it for this contracting, unless you want to go down into what's below.
What is below?
Stuff.
Stuff. Oh, we're not interested in stuff. Or that's
More dishes, candlesticks, silverware, silver dishes.
Well, let's take a break and take a look at it and then
See what.
decide how we want to handle it.
Fine. One other little thing, this little jam pot came from Dad's family, and I don't know from whom, but after Grandpa died, this was one of the things that was out, and I just thought it was really a neat little dish.
This is Grandpa's jam pot, you're saying?
Well, I'm wondering if it was a Christmas present, must have been a Christmas present too. That looks to me like it could be either a CFG or a CTG. And CG could be Carrie Galloway, and I'm trying to think, that would have been Grandpa Galloway's mother.
I think it's CFG.
CFG.
December 25th, 1891. So a Christmas present to Grandpa's mother?
Don't know. Possible.
Looks gold.
No, that's because
Says
it's polishing.
Says it's
Oh.
sterling.
Yeah, I think it probably needs polishing. But while we take,
Okay, so what we did was we rifled through the other cabinets in this cupboards down here and came out with this stuff. Okay. Boy, that's beautiful.
it really is beautiful, isn't it? That's lead crystal. Those were, belonged to Grandma Wheeler. That was her good crystal. And this was called a sherbet glass. And it was set usually on a plate that was glass, and then they served some kind of sherbet or ice cream in it for dessert.
That's really nice. And these match the water glasses right behind you.
Right, and I think there are 8 of the sherbets, but there are only 7 of the water glasses.
I think that's doing pretty good, considering.
Well, considering Graham and I have both had them, and I think I've only used them goblets once, and I've never used. We've never had anything fancy enough to use that for dessert, so that's up to you, Becky. And we have, this was a gift to Grandma and Grandpa Galloway on their 50th wedding anniversary. From someone, it says 1919 and to 1969 in the bottom.
That's a nice gold piece. Don't know anything else about that. It says Duralite.